Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Tommy Canada. Haven't put up a video in a long time that was in English, but here we are. The last couple of weeks I've been working on the layout. Haven't accomplished as much as I wanted to. Most of it's been working on the computer, working with some of the grading. As some of you know, I did not construct any helixes. I elected to go with ramps because I thought that would be a bit simpler. In the end, it wasn't really a whole lot less complicated. So I did work a lot on the PC, looking at my grading to make sure our locomotives can get from the lower level up to the main level. I did work on some more of the routing, putting down cork, and almost ready for some test runs. So today in this video I'm going to give you just a little construction update and also give you actually a first tour of my layout. And I haven't been putting up a lot of English videos because my viewer count for English speakers is not that great from English speaking countries. But you know, it's one of those chicken and egg things. If I don't put up English videos, I'm not going to get English viewers. So this one is mainly for family and friends who've been saying, you know, great German videos, Tom. However, I have no idea what the heck you're saying. So this is again for mainly friends and family, and hope that you enjoy the latest update, and we'll see you all next time. Thanks. Okay, here we are, a bit of chaos on the layout, everything's in pieces, but today we're going to continue with cutting out some of the routes, putting cork on them for sound dampening. Then we're going to do sort of the final fitting, if you will, put the track on and screw those down to the supports. Oh well, bit of chaos, but chaos is progress as well. Okay, finally we're going to continue with the, I guess with the different routes and foundations. We're going to start with the shadow station. Of course, once that is screwed down, everything else will be set from that point on, and we can quickly continue to fasten the other routes complete with the cork and go on from there. One screw.
Gut. Also so eine kleine Schraube für...
Yeah, I know it's just one screw that is set in, but this is really the beginning, because sort of once that is kind of set in stone, then everything else sort of flows out from there, and you know, I can have the confidence that everything's going to fit. Okay. Okay, and now we're going to clean up. Okay, now this is really a milestone moment. The board is going to go away. It's been sitting there since end of January, beginning of February. Yeah, it is kind of a big step for the layout, because once the board goes, I can really start building. And I have no idea where we're going to put my beer in the evening, or my morning coffee for that matter. But I'm sure I'll figure that out. Okay, here we go.
So.
Okay. This track rises up to the main level where the railway station is. Okay, and this is the last piece. This, of course, is the entryway into the underground station. And the other piece is the exit from the turning loop at the far end of the station. It's a fairly long run, so I was able to establish a grade of about 2.7%, and this, of course, goes into the railway station. And this goes down from the main railway station area down into the shadow station. It's a bit steeper, it's about 4%, I believe, but that's okay because it's downhill. I built this rather temporary at this point. It's also been built in two pieces because the inclines were at different grades. So here we are in the middle of the landscape. Cities behind me, and maybe an industrial area as well. You can't have houses everywhere on a layout and stuff. The tracks go around a mountain here. Maybe they'll put a castle here, a road, and a river. We'll have to see. Other than that, not too much going on here. As they say, less is more. I completed some of the laneways, if you want to call them that. One goes behind me into the turning loop, or branches off to the right into one of the main lines. I have to put down a lot more cork underneath the track. And there was just a knock at the door, and it happened to be Amazon Canada, and I've got new cork. I may get to it this weekend. We'll have to see how things work out.
Willkommen auf meiner Anlage.
Well, welcome to my layout. I'm going to give you a little tour. I was able to complete a lot more than I thought in the last 2 weeks. So this, of course, is the underground station, or shadow station as they call it, right in front of me. It has 6 tracks. I've been doing a lot of thinking whether I control this analog or go fully digital with, contract tracks, digital decoders that feed into the computer. So obviously once things are covered up with a main level, the city basically, it's hard to get at this area and then do that kind of work later. Obviously going digital at the outset is somewhat of an investment, but once the board goes on top, it's really tough to do it later on. Okay, let's take a quick look around. Okay, this is the entry into the underground shadow station. The tunnel is about here. The track on the right, of course, is the exit from the underground station. So the train goes along here over this switch, which essentially decides which of the 2 sets of 3 tracks in the railway station it will drive on.
Also, hier sind wir.
Okay, here we are at the exit point of the shadow station. 3 tracks times 2. And the train goes along into the turning loop, all the way back up to the ramp, back onto the main level. Of course, this is all still underground and invisible, as the railway station and the city will be just above that. The railway station area around here.
Also,
Of course, the train comes out of the tunnel and enters the railway station. And the railway station has 4 tracks. The city is behind it. And I have the Bonn railway station, which of course is quite large, 70 centimeters. Bonn, of course, being the former capital of West Germany. As I said, it is quite massive. It is almost 28 inches long. And over here we have a couple of sidings. Then we come out of the main level, the railway station, where the rail is actually at a height of about 7 inches. We come down, around, pretty easy. Grade here is about 3%, and we come to the switch over here. And at that switch we can either go this way into the turning loop and back out, or we can turn right along a long stretch which goes from about 2.5 inches up to 4 inches, so a slight grade. And the plan is that the main level, the board for the main level, if you will, goes to about here, and then I can put a nice wall or kind of a cliff section along this long run. And I've of course seen that in many of your videos, and I really like that. So that was the tour of my layout. Lots of work still to be done on this layout. However, I think that I've made some progress, and maybe next time we see each other, I have some wiring done, and we can do a little test run of a train. Maybe not quite yet a full loop, we shall see. Well, that was it again for today. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please leave a thumbs up or hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.